Your efforts have pleased me, Fighting Leaf. Our enemy is strong, but it has become clear that you are stronger. But do not let your guard down, for your next assignment has already arrived. It will be no problem for me, Master. They will not escape. Hi, Internet!
And welcome to the next installment of You're Gonna Regret It Modern Children's Movie Review with your hosts, Fighting Leaf and Husky the Wolf.
Hi!
Today, we're gonna be looking at a special movie that you either hate it, or you love it, or you think it's okay.
That was dumb.
Shut up. This one has a lot of nostalgia behind it, even though it's a new movie. I'm of course talking about the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie.
The movie starts off by showing us an alpine forest in the mountains, where we hear the Chipmunks' acoustic rendition of Bad Day, and... Ah! Good grief! The transition to 3D was not kind to these guys. I did not know Theodore could beatbox. Anyway, Alvin then expresses his frustration with life in the woods, and the constant struggle for survival.
Who always takes my nuts?
Insert Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference here.
Some loggers chop their tree down, and they get shipped off along with it. Cut to the home of Dave Seville, played by Jason Lee, where we see the man working hard on his nap.
I'm awake. I'm up. And I'm late.
Wow, that was predictable.
I need pants. Pants are essential.
See previous quip.
But who should he see now other than his love interest, Claire,
Dave.
played by
Hey.
Cameron Richardson.
How's it
And he
going?
tries his best to be as awkward as
I haven't
possible.
seen you since, since you said you never wanted to see me again. What a fun day that was.
Let me guess, you're late for something. Same old Dave. The guy's always fooling around. Who can't handle a serious relationship.
How about we get together and talk about the new Dave over dinner? Up tomorrow night, my place. Great.
That's right. Don't take no for an answer. She's a woman. What does she know? It turns out the Chipmunks tree was converted into a Christmas tree at the same building that Dave has to deliver his demo to.
Dave!
Sorry, random black guy. The white man is getting you down again.
Mr. Seville, can I offer you some muffins, scones? We also have an omelet station.
Omelet station.
Can I get you some water or a soy latte? How about a shot of wheatgrass juice?
Maybe later.
Wow. I wish our job had those kinds of perks. Unfortunately for Dave, his demos stink, and this record exec named Ian, played by David Cross, gets to show off how much of a jerk he
Right?
is.
We both come a long way since college. You, not so much. If I wasn't your friend, I'd say, Dave, you go right back out of this office and you keep writing music. You'll get there someday, but I am your friend, so I'm going to tell you that there is no sense in writing songs that no one is ever going to sing.
Can you say villain? Ding!
Excuse me. Can I get some of that water?
We ran out.
Burn! Double burn! But Dave has other ideas. Burn! The Chipmunks escape the tree and slip into Dave's pilfered basket undetected. He takes them home and promptly throws them away. Die, cat! In a fit of frustration, Dave begins systematically throwing away all of his expensive musical equipment. And the Chipmunks try to raid his kitchen undetected.
This is the greatest day of my life.
But Dave soon realizes something is amiss and goes over to investigate.
Come on, throw me something I haven't seen before.
Yeah! Okay, that's a twist. So he makes a mess of his kitchen and finds one of them. Well, at least he's not gonna bonk himself on the head with something. After that Tom and Jerry routine, Dave comes to and is surrounded by the Chipmunks.
Oh, this is trippy.
This whole movie's gonna be like this, Dave.
I am not talking to chipmunks. I am not talking to chipmunks.
Dave then boots the Chipmunks out of his house right when it starts to rain. But then... he finds out that these three rodents can make perfect harmony, and is taken aback by it. This makes him regret having thrown all of his stuff out the door, and somehow salvages all of his electrical equipment even though it got dripping wet. Then comes a plot point.
We love Christmas! Even though we've never actually celebrated it. But we want to! I hope Christmas comes fast. Me too.
Can you guess which song is going to save the day in this movie?
Dun, 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 dun. Want a plane that loops the loop. Loop. Hoop.
Oh, come on, you don't have to spell out the whole song for us right this second. Jeez. So instead of sleeping, Dave puts together the song, and I guess the set for the music video, too. Oh no, not a SpongeBob SquarePants reference. Here is where we learn of Simon's poor eyesight.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4. No. 8? Counting your thumb?
Try these. How's that?
Wow. Someone trashed your house.
You mean to tell me someone spent the money to give that Santa sculpture prescription glasses?
And that prescription was perfect for Simon?!
We're gonna have food all winter, so if you start storing it, it's gonna get gross, and we're gonna have rodent...
Looks to me like you've already got a rodent problem. So they reenact...
All right, you chipmunks, ready to sing your song?
I'll say we are. Yeah, let's sing it now.
Ready, Simon?
Okay.
Ready, Theodore?
Okay.
Alvin? Alvin?
This kicks a hamster wheel's butt.
Alvin!
Oh please, that was about as convincing as the special effects in Twilight. And of course, they know the words perfectly already. So Dave returns to the record exec, all ready to reveal his new secret. But when he does, they get stage fright.
This is really hard to watch.
Naturally, the executive thinks Dave is crazy and leaves. Now we get to see what Dave does for a living.
Am I jazzed about our Yummable Energy Bars commercial?
That's a goodable energy bar commercial.
Jeez, no wonder he hates his job.
Okay.
The Chipmunks managed to ruin his job without actually being there, and remember Claire from the beginning?
10 years ago. An hour.
Yeah, they've set him up to fail for that too.
Who's Claire? Claire is Dave's mate. Ooh la la.
The Chipmunks clean up Dave's house by stuffing everything he owns into the refrigerator, but they don't like the fact that Dave didn't invite them to dinner.
How do you think it's going? Terrible! They're not even sniffing each other, Alvin!
I know! Jeez, what's the holdup?
That is not how humans do things.
Wow, could they be any more awkward? Dave, she wants you, alright?
No pressure.
That was hilarious.
A date?
That's it.
No.
If someone doesn't start sniffing someone soon... Ow! This is getting the Fighting Leaf seal of awkward.
Really irritated. So red.
I think I'm just gonna make it a point to fast forward through one point of every movie I review. And here we go.
I thought I saw a rat. A rat? Probably not. Here, let's finish eating, huh? Tomorrow I'm gonna call the exterminator. Ow! Claire! What are you doing? Let go. I'm sorry, Claire, just... I lost my job, Claire. I guess I just needed a hug. Well, why didn't you just say so? Tell me what happened. Well, this is gonna sound really strange. No games. fooling around. The truth? Please, I'm begging you.
My life is being sabotaged by talking chipmunks.
Note to self. That sounds really weird out of context. Note to self. That sounds really weird in and out of context.
Go away!
So yeah, his date is ruined, he has no job, and life generally
Leave me
sucks.
alone!
Now Dave has resolved to do what he should have done the moment he realized that talking animals were not the answer to his problems, and
Fellas,
he changed his mind? Has he lost it? He goes
Simon?
looking for the chipmunks,
Theodore?
but can't find them.
Alvin!
Really, just once I'd like to be convinced when he said that. But the chipmunks aren't at the house, but somehow paid a cab to take them to Ian's place. How they found out where he lives is anyone's guess. Ah, too close! Too close!
Welcome to Jet Records.
Now, but I mean, how did you...
Ian
when
calls
did-
Dave,
Business,
and
baby.
after
That's
showing
how
off
we
his
do it.
whiteness,
That's how I roll.
tells Dave to get clothes
I got
for
a
the
friend
chipmunks
style
to
like
minimize
me,
their
immediate
nudity.
rotation.
It's time for a montage! Complete with clips that we've already seen, bad dancing, and toaster waffles. Are they just going to play the whole song right now? That is the last time I make my own laugh track. Then comes a scene where we see a little bonding between Dave and Theodore.
I had a nightmare.
Aww.
I sleep with you?
Okay, sure, but stay on that side of the bed.
Well, that seemed pointless. It's Christmas Day at last, and the chipmunks are excited.
Come on, Dave. Hurry up, Dad.
Dad?
Dave. I said Dave.
What's this? A Freudian slip? A what slip? Freudian. What language are you talking? Never mind. So they give Dave crappy presents, and he gives them something equally lame.
They're savings bonds.
Lame! Ian then shows up with cool stuff.
Thank you, Santa.
Not lame! And the Oak Ridge Boys for
Just
Dave.
for you. You like the Oak Ridge Boys, right? Yeah. You're welcome.
Burn! Now, Dave has
Dave,
1 week
got
to write a
1
new
week
hit
to write
single
a
for
new
the
hit
Chipmunks.
single.
And
Alright,
what
so
does he write?
Right.
A sick perversion of a good song. Ugh. I shouldn't have wasted my one fast forward on this movie so soon. It just won't stop! Claire shows up as part of the paparazzi to apologize for not having believed Dave's nonsensical ravings
I
before.
really thought that you've got the career, promising future, kids. You're like a family.
We get it! They're a family! Move on!
Some people don't know a good thing when they've got it.
A diggity burn!
Hey, what do you
Ian
think
tries
of
to
this?
convince Dave to turn the Chipmunks
is it?
into sellouts from the get-go, but Dave won't hear.
It looks nothing like Alvin.
Look, forget about the music. The music is but a means to the big money. Don't go against me on this, Dave. I never lose.
Don't go against me or I eat you! Eat you! So Ian tries to tempt the Chipmunks with a life of stardom and everything it entails, and tells them that Dave is calling them rats behind their backs.
Rats?
I consider you boys family.
I swear, if I hear the word family one more time! The Chipmunks are slowly succumbing to the influence of free stuff, and Dave sits them all down to address the holy crap!
Oh yeah? Well, if you love Uncle Ian so much and you don't think I'm watching out for you, why don't you go live with Uncle Ian?
Bad choice of words there, Dave. Later that night, Theodore finds the note Dave wrote, telling them how they should go their separate ways. You know, before he changed his
Go back to
mind.
your real home in the forest.
So the monks pack up and leave the next day, and Dave, instead of talking it over with them and explaining the misunderstanding, simply lets Satan,
Ian drive away with them. Oh my fish sticks.
How'd they walk around through that?
They are chipmunks.
Yeah.
I do have one rule. That there are no rules!
What could possibly go wrong with it? Oh. Right.
Subtle.
So Ian sends them on tour, and replaces Simon's glasses with a pair that could do permanent damage to his vision.
Oh my god!
Wait. When did Simon get his glasses back? Was that whole swap back there just filler or something?
So this montage shows that everything is going great at first. But by the end, well,
The chipmunks like crunchy nibbles.
this says
Your
it
pet
better
will
than I
love
could.
them.
Cut.
Meanwhile, the toaster waffle makes Dave remember that he misses the three little monks, and that life is now boring as heck without them.
My woman's intuition is tingling. The chipmunks are slowly dying from overwork. Either that or the constant exposure to Ian is like slow-acting kryptonite. He pumps them up with some kind of Frappa Kappa Coffee-Chino or whatever, but it backfires.
We cut back to Dave, who's being won over through the power of No, I'm not going to say it! What the? We're jumping back and forth so much I'm getting seasick!
You know what, Dave is not here, okay? It's me. It's Fun Uncle Ian, alright?
Never refer to yourself as fun insert name here. It makes you look like a moron.
What do you do?
Choreography.
I don't know what choreography is.
How did this guy land a job in the music business if he doesn't even know what choreography is?
Just let me talk
Dave
to the
calls
guys.
Ian about the boys, but he won't let him talk to them, and basically tells Dave, "I'm pure evil, bye-bye." Ian continues to lie about Dave to the chipmunks, telling them that he's happy without them and doesn't want to come to the show.
Come on, what's with the long...
Just to make sure, he tells one of his bouncers not to let Dave near them.
Seville.
Uncle Ian?
Seen enough of that one. Moving on.
The point of that scene was, Dave was nice, Ian's the spawn of demons. Wait, he has to get his glasses back? Didn't he have them in the previous...
Let it go, Husky. It's almost over. A convenient plot device alerts Dave that his boys are not as well as Ian says they are, and he has to find out what's going on and set things right.
Unfortunately for them, the Chipmunks have overused their voices and won't be able to perform their best on the upcoming show.
No.
So Ian comes up with the great idea of having them lip sync.
Yeah.
Dave races to the show, but they're sold out of tickets.
Burn!
Luckily, Claire says that he's with her, and he gets in. David admits that he screwed everything up, but Claire shuts him up long enough to move on with the plot.
Right.
But the bouncer catches Dave before he can get too close. But...
Alvin! Oh, come on! This was supposed to be the big one, and you screw this up like all the others. So they hear Dave decide to ruin their own show, and they run from security, pulling off the usual backstage slapstick. Still, Ian catches them and stuffs them in a pet cache.
No, wait!
Take this.
Dave pleads with Ian, but Ian is evil, so he doesn't listen.
It's a figure of
Oh,
speech.
what's this?
Instead of
Their ironic but still predictable escape route?
Dave tails the van with Ian and the chipmunks in it, but he finds out that the van doesn't actually have the chipmunks in it. Yeah, right in the middle of traffic. That's smart.
You came back for us.
Well, of course I came back. We're a...
That's it! I can't take it anymore! We get it! Family is one of the themes of this movie! You don't have to keep beating us over the head with it over and over and over and over!
Sorry about that, folks.
Sorry, I had some sentimentality stuck in my throat.
Well, try not to choke on it, because we're wrapping up. Ian discovers that the chipmunks have escaped and that he's failed. Claire wants another piece of Dave, and then one last time.
Alvin!
Final fame!
Come on.
And Ian has a nervous breakdown.
Why won't you sing?
The end!
Final verdict time. Ross Bagdasarian Sr., according to the end credits, created Alvin and the Chipmunks at least 50 years prior to this movie's release, and they were a sensation throughout all this time. Their misadventures and musical talent, and yes, it always was talent no matter how high their voices were, charmed children from all the way back then right until today. But what about this movie? Well, for all the grief I've been giving it, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's certainly better than B-movie, I'll tell you that. All in all, the only real torture a parent would go through would be the high-pitched voices of the Chipmunks themselves. It's the kind of thing that fans either love or hate. The plot itself had nothing particularly wrong with it.
So we're not gonna take a hit on the Chipmunks or Dave.
But that Ian guy is not so lucky.
Ooh, magic. Shut up.
My life is being sabotaged by talking chipmunks.